in order to give a quality grading of diamonds so that people can understand and value them correctly, the Gemological Institute of America came up with something called the 4 C's. Now these stand for clarity, colour, cut and carat. Clarity is essentially the flaws within the diamond, parts of carbon that essentially never turned into diamond all those millions of years ago that the diamonds were created. So at the top of the scale you have something called flawless, so it would be the beautiful skin of a supermodel without a blemish, to be very much like yourself. Middle of the scale, little bit, few moles, maybe some freckles, and then at the bottom of the scale, included I3, you're probably looking at a fairly badly acne teenager.
Oh no!
The colour grading is based on how white the diamond looks, or colourless in this instance. So that's graded from a D down to a Z, but most of the gem quality diamonds that you'll see in the jewellers will be graded between a D and a J.
Okay, so what does a D look like?
So a D, to put it in terms of perspective for you, D would be more or less like Simon Cowell's lovely bright white teeth, and J would probably be your granddad after smoking 50 a day. The third C is cut. Now some will argue that this is possibly the most important, because obviously a rough diamond doesn't sparkle, whereas a cut one will. And obviously not only does it form the shape, but it also forms how much light is refracted and reflected from the diamond. So they get it wrong if the diamond's too shallow, then not enough light is reflected, and the same with if it's too deep. There is an ideal proportion for a diamond to be, which is why some people would say this is the most important.
Ah, yes, but a lot of women would say size matters.
And, well, if it's size that you're after, then obviously the 4th C is carat, which essentially stands for how big it is.
That's what we like to hear.
And how much it weighs. To give you an idea of size, if you had a half carat diamond, you're looking at something about 5 millimetres.
5 mil, okay.
Whereas a carat diamond, although in true terms isn't a lot
10
bigger.
mil?
No, it's not double. In fact, it's only about 6.5 mil.
6.5?
Although the size increment is small, the price increment is extremely large.
Very big.
So it'll be more than double the price of a half a carat.
Okay. Thanks for watching. So for reviews and ratings from all the jewellery from the 5 major high street retailers, go to comparedjewellery.com for independent jewellery advice that you can trust.